Hello folks, MCnDaHouse here. The first thing we want to do is get your car in single player and go to the location that you want to do the transfer from. Basically, I'm going to do it at my garage, so I'm going to take it out here to the garage, and this is part of our setup. So you're going to put the car outside your garage, and then we're going to save it. So we'll basically go, and I'll show you, this car says Duke Squad to show you it's just not a random car. This is my car from single player. I put Duke Squad on the license plate using the iFruit app. So we're going to go to the phone and we're going to save this. We're going to do a quick save. And we're going to save this under one of our save locations. This is step one. You'll need to save your car in single player. Then the next thing we're going to do is go to multiplayer. And you want to take your person from multiplayer to the same location that you saved in single player. Pretty simple, right? So we saved our car that we want to transfer, and we've got our guy in multiplayer, and we're at the same location. We're just outside my garage. And you could do this anywhere. I did it at the garage because step 2 of this thing is not always reliable, so we'll need to be close to the garage. So what we're going to do is go to options and make sure our save location is on last location. And we're in multiplayer, so we're putting our save location as last location. And we're going to go back to single player just to save our place. So we'll switch back over to Franklin, go to single player. That sets our location, our spawn location for multiplayer. And it'll put you at a random place when you go to single player. Since we didn't load a save. So immediately we're going to go back to multiplayer. So we're going to go to do an invite only match. We should spawn right outside the garage. And you see we spawn right out here beside the garage, and he's smoking a disgusting cigarette. Okay, the next part is pretty simple too. You pause it, go to the Xbox Game Store and say yes. As soon as it flashes twice, press your start button and log out of Xbox Live. And if you're on PSN, do the same thing. And what this will do is going to pop up with a warning more than likely and say you've been disconnected, and then it'll throw you into story mode. So go ahead and answer the question or the little prompt that you've been kicked offline or lost connection, whatever you want to call it. And it should take you to the Ludendorff thing like if you had never played. So immediately just press your guide button, log back in. I'm logging back in as an MCnDaHouse account. And it may take a little while for it to log in. Mine's always really slow when I do this. Yours may not take that long. I'm not sure what the deal is. But as soon as you do, press B to go back, let it load the cutscene, which it may take a minute for it to finish loading, and he'll throw the girl to the ground. And as soon as you see him throw the girl to the ground, press start, and then go to game, and you want to load a save. And it may ask you for your storage device. So I'm going to load the save up, and this is going to put us back in single player. Now your car should be there, but sometimes it's not. It's kind of weird. So if it's not there, see it's in the impound. So I'm going to run over to the impound and get the car and bring it back. I don't know, usually the car will be there, but every now and then it won't. So it's real simple. Just go to the impound, and then you'll want to just do a quick save.
I swear I'd fall in love.
Just to be safe. And we'll just save it right back over to the same location. Okay, now we've gotten the car in the right place, so we're going to go back to multiplayer. And basically just go to GTA Online, invite only session, and we'll be good to go. And of course this is always slow. Seems like it takes forever, but it does get you there eventually, and our car should be there waiting for us. There's our guy, and there's the car. We're now in multiplayer. There's our car from single player. Voila! And it says Duke Squad on the back. It's the car from single player and multiplayer. Okay, now part 2 of this. You're going to take the car. It's the same car, I assure you. It is nighttime, and I filmed this a little bit later. But you see, you drive the car up here, and it's going to tell you, hey, you can't take this in there. That's a stolen car. It's got a tracker. And I'm like, no problem. Let's walk in. Now, you can also do this with any exotic car you find in multiplayer. You don't have to bring a car from single player. So the first thing you want to do is go to your options and set your last location to be garage. This kind of helps with the glitch sometimes. And the part we're doing now is to get a car that's over $50,000 into your garage. So I'm going to go over here to this entity. You go to the car that you want to replace it with. And we're going to get in the entity, and we're going to select the join a random job. So you go to your phone and go to the left and join job and random job, and you want to press A and the right trigger at the same time. You immediately press A and the right trigger, or whatever, I guess it's X on a PlayStation, and keep holding them for about 5 seconds. I usually hold them until the job menu comes up, and then you can let go. Okay, once the job menu comes up, keep looking for the quit button, and immediately when you see the quit button, which is B on the Xbox 360, just start smashing that. It may take a couple of presses, and then press A to go out. This should throw you back in your garage, and it'll do some glitchy stuff. You immediately run for your car when you see it and get it in as quick as you can. Your timing is very important on this. And if it works, you'll see some glitchy stuff going on. It'll have you drive out of the garage and stuff. Now usually once you drive out, this car that you're in is yours. But in this case, if you'll notice, there's another car down the street, and it's showing a little symbol on the mini-map that that's our car. So I'm like, I wonder if I got 2 cars. So I tried to drive this one in, but it's going to give us the stupid message again. So I'm going to hop out and go get the other car that it's now showing as my car. Now watch, we can get in this car. This is our car, and we're going to drive into the garage. Now this part is that we've just done is very tricky. It only works about 50% of the time, or 70%. You have to try it several times. You may want to get a friend to hold your car outside while you're doing it, so you don't lose it and have to redo it. But it's now in our garage. You see, it's the same car. It's insured. And I loaded this car up in single player. I put everything on it, including 100% armor. So this car is good to go. What we can do is take it to the garage, to Los Santos Customs, and we'll show you that you can take it in there and modify it, do whatever you want to it. But like I say, this part of getting the over 50K car in your garage is a little tricky, so you may want to have a friend hold the car out there for you, and once you spawn, tell him to get out and you run and get into it. That way you don't lose it if it doesn't work and you have to redo that part. And the only part you would have to redo that's difficult is that part, the last part we did. Trying to show you that it says Duke Squad on the back, but it's a little harder with all the traffic. But yeah, getting the car into your garage after you transfer it is the difficult part. It's really easy to do transfer. That works just about every time. I don't think I've had it fail yet. But to fix it so that you can get it in your garage and keep it is a little tricky. So in case it fails, just try it again. Just go right back in your garage, get in your car, and do the little A and right trigger thing again. Alright, we're in the garage. No, I keep calling it the garage. We're in Los Santos Customs with the car. And I'll show you, it says Duke Squad. This is my single player car now in multiplayer. The only thing it didn't keep was the armor. Since I'm not 100%, I'm not level 100, I can only do 80%. It didn't keep that. But everything else I put on there it kept. The engine, the suspension, everything. Turbo, the race brakes and everything. So it's an awesome glitch. You have to be patient with it. And it will work. I've also put a Banshee in my garage that I found on the street. And I did the same method. So if you have any questions, let me know. Drop me a note, leave a like, let me know how it works out for you. I'll be glad to help you out as much as I can. I'll put the actual steps in a text in the About section. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more from the Duke Squad. Peace out, bros.